Well, Meghna, you have to give me a couple of minutes. I'll explain you what exactly happened on 4th of, this month. Initially, a karate master who was also, known and also, master. He was actually arrested by the local Nizamabad police. And after having a source and information that he was training PFI activists from across, Telugu states, both the Telugu states, we can say, from across several districts. And later, following that case, on 6th of this month, again, 3 accused have been arrested, including prime accused who is also a PFI activist, and his name is Sheikh Sadullah. In his confession to the police, he has clearly stated that there were around 200 PFI activists who were undergoing training in the Nizamabad district of Telangana, and also in these 200 PFI activists there were people coming out from from different districts, even including from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and even some came from neighboring states. And later after that, police have filed a remand report after these 4 were sent to the judicial remand, and but they have identified 28 PFI activists out of 200, and they have been booked under this FIR, where Nizamabad police have registered against these people for undergoing training. And in this confession and also in this remand report, it is clearly stated. I would like to read out a few important lines in that from that remand report. It was stated that there are 15 wings, including SDPI, Campus Front of India, National Women's Front, even other organizations. On this pretext, the PFI are recruiting Muslim youth and also using them, giving them training and also feeding them the hate, including the to carry out several activities which are anti-national, anti-social, and also anti-Hindu ideology is being fed to them, and also how to pelt stones, how to use them in the riots across the country wherever they want. And even we have covered the Bansa riots, and also even we have covered the Kadapa riots, where it was alleged that in Kadapa police came and said that PFI activists were involved in that riots, and even in Bansa it is suspected that these PFI activists are involved, and several other sensational statements are involved, and mainly the PFIs in confession and also the handbooks which were seized, in which it was clearly mentioned that how to use the stones, how to pelt stones to destabilize the country, and also establish Islamic governance in India as per the Sharia law, and even other sensational statements we can say. In the confession, it was clearly mentioned by Sheikh Sadullah, the main PFI activist who was arrested, stating that the PFI activists are turning this Muslim young youth to missiles, and also as if needed they will be turned as suicide bombers, and they will be used wherever needed. And these are all statements from the official remand report. And also it was mentioned in the second handbook which was seized by the Nizamabad police, stating that we are doing this against kafirs. That means the people who disbelieve in their religion, in their faith, and we should fight against them, against their ideology. And also it was mentioned that the kafirs, the disbelievers in their faith, they actually try to suppress us and also torture us. And even a verse of Quran was mentioned in that handbook, and that is also mentioned in the remand report. It was clearly stated that the Quran verse 146, Quran Surah Al-Imran, Banu Quraisa, advocating we should be like Mujahid. And it is mentioned that it is nothing but advocating to use violence and that as a weapon. And these turning all these people these Muslims, mainly targeting from the poor families, going to the colleges, going to the madrasas, mohallas. These PFI activists are getting sourced by these 15 wings, that is other frontal organizations like SDPI, Campus Front of India, and other organizations, and recruiting vulnerable youth, we can say, actually who are staying in vulnerable conditions, who are under BPL, and luring them by offering several gifts and other things. And under the pretext of social activities, they are going into the societies, going into the madrasas, mohallas, colleges, several other places, and then recruiting this Muslim youth and turning them, feeding them the country hate, anti-national hate, we can say, and using them in several other places. And also it was mentioned in the fourth handbook that PFI funding to the people who are booked in the UAPA cases across the country. So this is also a big claim, and now police are also searching for the other accused PFI activists who are involved into this case, because in the confession it stated that 200 PFI activists across different districts from both the Telugu states came to Nizamabad for training, and already 28 PFI activists have been identified and 4 have been arrested as of now.
Well, this is one of the most conclusive remand copies which puts together the entire PFI dossier, the PFI files, and Shomit has managed to access it for us.